Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with a sunscreen. I'm actually not sure if this is for your face, just to protect my face from UV rays, but I do this every day, even at home, because no matter what, your body is actually being attacked by UVA and UVB rays. The only time where you're ever safe is when you're in a completely dark room. So I'm gonna go in with the MAC Oil Control Lotion, and I'm gonna use this as a primer just in my T-zone, and I'm gonna massage it in carefully. I rubbed it around my fingers, and I'm just gonna rub it in my T-zone, so my chin, my nose area, especially around here, a little bit underneath my eyes, and around here where my pores are, and then rub it up here as well. I really like the smell of it, I like the feel of it. So today I'm going to use the Tarte sponge, which is actually my favorite sponge to use to put powder on my face when I'm baking or whatever. I'm going to spritz it first with my current go-to Physicians Formula Primer Argan Wear with coconut water, just to hydrate the sponge a little bit. There is something wrong with this though, I think, because every time it shoots out, it does shoot out fine mists, but there's always just a bit of a straight spritz of the primer water. So if you're not careful, it will be like a direct splotch. So I will never spray this directly on my face. Okay, so I'm gonna mix my NARS Copacabana Illuminator with my It by Bylines foundation. I'm in the shade medium tan, so I'm gonna pump this onto the back of my hand. Lovely. Normally I just do one pump, but this is pretty new. I think I've used it once. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little too much for me, because I don't like a lot of foundation. I think actually I'm gonna squeeze it out on my ring finger, because actually that's what I'm gonna use to mix with my foundation anyways. So I'm going to concentrate most of my foundation in the middle and then spread it out, because that's actually, for me, that's my way of applying the best natural and sheer look. And I tend to go in right away because I don't want the foundation to dry out. So I work very quickly on my face, as quickly as I can of course, unless I'm trying to build coverage, which I rarely ever do, because I actually don't mind veins or marks popping out, and if so, I tend to spot conceal. I used to put the rest of the foundation on my forehead. I tend to avoid putting a lot of foundation on the edges of the face, because you don't want all that to cake up there. You want to basically concentrate all of your foundation in the middle of your face, and then basically blend it outwards, because you want the edges of your face to be the most natural. Okay, now that the foundation is done, I'm going to move on with the concealer. So now I'm going to go in with my NYX HD Concealer. I'm in the shade 04. And I chose this because it has a bit of a yellow base, so it definitely helps me brighten. I also decided that I don't think I like this concealer anymore. I think it definitely gives me flashback, and I noticed that with a lot of HD products, like any product that basically says it's HD, I would avoid. I'm just going to quickly blend out the chin and my under eye and my forehead, but I'm going to leave my nose because I'm going to do it at the same time as my contour. Oh, totally forgot. I just accidentally blended my nose a little bit. Okay, so now to contour and to bronze my face up a little bit, I'm going to go in with my go-to Jordana Sculpt and Go creamy contour stick, and I'm in the shade Deep, which is the darkest shade that they have. Originally I was going to go in with medium, but when I was comparing them in doing Read, I was thinking that the color wasn't going to show up on my skin tone. It works, and to be honest, it's because it's not like a foundation stick, it's a contour stick, it's not as pigmented as it would be. So now I'm going to go back in with the NYX concealer underneath my cheekbones to help carve that out, and I'm not doing a great job, but here we go. Yeah, this is obviously not a highlight shade, but it's just to help sharpen that contour. So now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques stippling brush, which is my favorite tool to use to blend out cream contours and cream bronzers. Starting at the temple. Okay, so I'm going to start just aiming at the bronzer first. As soon as I finish that, I'm going to go in straight away with the Tarte sponge and just buff out the concealer and sharpen that contour. Bring it down so that it actually looks blended and natural. Sorry about that. Blending out the concealer, trying to keep it as sharp as I can, bringing it down as per usual. So underneath my mouth, I actually like to use my sponge because I think it is a little more precise than the stippling brush, because the stippling brush is quite wide, so it does get everywhere. So I'm going to take the pointy end and buff. So I completely forgot, I'm going to add some more concealer to the edges of my contour on my nose to really sharpen that. I'm going to go in with the flat top. So now I'm going to set where I concealed my face. Super not prepared today. I'm going to use my Skinfood Buckwheat Loose Powder. I'm in the shade Translucent. I've been using this forever and I love it. It smells good. It sets my concealer beautifully. It leaves my skin like a velvety type of texture. I don't know, I like it. So I'm going to use one of my favorite new brushes. I'm going to use Rodale's baking brush to apply the translucent powder. I don't like to take too much because I don't actually bake with this. I just, you know, apply the powder onto the areas, sort of like pressing it in. And you can already see a difference. I see it right away. Like it blends with the creams, it blends with everything. I've actually never heard any other vlogger talk about the setting powder. So now I'm gonna quickly try to set where I was sculpting out my contour. I'm actually going to use the same powder to quickly kind of mattify it and set my eyebrows a little bit, because it tends to be quite wet or sticky from the foundation, because I hate applying brow products on brows that are just not dry, because it does tend to slip, and the brow products tend to be easier to move around, and you don't want that, because that basically means the product is removed and then suddenly one eyebrow is like wonky and there's just no product on it. I'm gonna go in with my go-to for years now, Etude House Drawing Eyebrow. I'm in the shade Black, which is number 6. So I'm gonna take the spoolie in and quickly groom my brows before I apply the pencil. And then I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Brow, like it's so small, I don't even know, it's like just the Brow Sculptor. And I'm gonna do this off camera and then you guys will see it, a full brow when I come back. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I did set it with the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara, which by the way does nothing for the brows. Honestly, I just use it anyways because I bought it and I just want to finish it and it's so gross. So I have these Urban Decay Heavy Metal like glitter liners. They came in a sample when I got them at work, so I think they're the Urban Decay Heavy Metals. The texture, the formula is the same, so let's see. I'm gonna go in with this rose gold color. I'm gonna apply it directly to my eyelids and blend it out with my ring finger. I think it's so pretty. And it does dry out and you don't need to worry about it transferring to the top of your lids. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my eyes. So now I'm going to bronze up my face with the Essence Sun Club matte bronzing powder. I'm in the shade Sunny, and it's for darker skin. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques powder brush to set the cream contour and give my face a little bit of a bronze look. And I do bring it down my neck. I try to use this very lightly because this comes off a little red, where it instantly changes the color of the contour on my face and everything, and if I use too much, I think I do look like an Oompa Loompa. I'm just going to use the Rodale powder brush a little bit to kind of brush away any excess loose powder I might have had on my face and blend it out towards the contour. So I'm not going to contour my face, but I will contour my nose. And I'm going to go in with my Rodale contouring powder, and I'm in the shade Dark 04. As always, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Cosmetics contour brush, which is perfect for the nose for me. I'm just going to do the front of my nose to make it look like a buttoned nose. The way I contour my nose has probably changed like 3 times because I just like found new techniques, new nose shapes that I like wanted to do. So I do on the side of my nose to really, you know, protrude the front areas of my nose. And that certainly helps when I use highlight as well. And I'm also going to apply this underneath my lip. So now to apply my blush, I'm going to use a small powder brush, no name, no brand, and I'm going to go with my Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and I'm in this shade Rosy Pink. So I'm just going to tap the brush and just pack it on the apples of my cheeks for a natural rosy glow. Kind of matches my shirt. You can go in a little bit more because I do like the extra pink. I don't mind it looking a little unnatural. I just really like pink cheeks. I'm going to go in with Bite Beauty's lip pencil in 038. There's no like name, just number. And I'm just going to outline my lips, and I always kind of overline my lips. I was afraid that this was going to come out a little too purple, but so far it's like a smoky rose, like a rose brown. Yeah, that's pretty dark. I really need to brighten that up with a light lipstick. Okay, since I just have this on hand right now, I'm going to go with MAC Lara Lee Matte Lipstick. It's limited edition. I'm so happy I got it, and it's like this beautiful cool tone nude. Yeah, I think the lip pencil is definitely too purple, but this is just too pink. I wanted it to be like a peachy pink. So now I'm gonna blend the colors out with my ring finger just to make sure that it really looks seamless. Also want to make sure that the outline is darker so it really emphasizes my lips. So before I put on highlighter, I'm going to set my face with the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist, which actually, by the way, does nothing, but I got it, so I just want to finish it. I tend to only set the side of my face because that's where I want it to be highlighted. And now I'm gonna take my Royal and Langnickel, I think that's how you pronounce it, Highlight and Glow brush. Today I'm gonna use my Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I love this, it's so natural, and I got it because of Kathleen Lights, and then when I tested it out myself, it was actually perfect. And I'm in the shade 10, which is Be My Highlight. If you want it to glow, you can actually glow. I think you can really pack it on, and even then it's still really lit from within, very natural. It's not crazy. Okay guys, so that's it for today's look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Really easy, and wearing like the girl next door clothes right here. So if you guys liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you guys like to see more, which I hope so, please subscribe, and I can see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you guys next time.